Hello, I'm Thelma Odoi, and I am someone who's very passionate about charity work, volunteering, helping people. I think it's so powerful, the impact that we can make when we help one another. I'm particularly interested in charities that operate across different continents. So, for example, charities that operate in the UK and Ghana, I think that's fantastic. And that's why I'm here today to see Irene from Sovereign House GH. The work you're doing is fabulous. So I'm here to just find out a little bit more. So thank you so much for having me today. I've enjoyed what I've seen so far.
Thank you, Thelma, and thank you for traveling all the way from London to visit us.
Yes.
I'm sure you enjoyed the first session we went to.
I really
I know
did.
there was one in the morning, but then
Yes.
there was a drop-in session.
Yes.
How do you think? What do you think about it?
I think it was incredible because people had a range of needs that they had, and it was very clear that it was being met. And you know, when you speak to the people that came and you ask them for feedback, they'd say yes, like the teacher's excellent, I'm getting all the help I need. So straight away you're getting that immediate great feedback straight away. And another thing that I really love is that they can ask for whatever help they need and they can get it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a wide range. So for example, someone is asking, how do I send a text message? And you've got someone else asking, how do I access my bank account using a laptop? So, you know, anything they need, anything they want, like how do I access my Outlook on my phone rather than a computer? They're asking all these questions and they're getting the help right there and then. And they're going home feeling confident. And it's just great, the power that you're giving people, you know, to be able to have a Zoom call with their families. That you're really, that's a massive thing for someone to be able to do that. So hats off to you. What I've seen so far is amazing. I'm having a great time.
And what you've seen so far, as you said, is the drop-in sessions,
Yes.
which we do to empower people, giving them independence.
Yeah.
But we also have the tailored training sessions as
Right.
well, which
Okay.
which is something that you missed this morning
Right.
as well. But then I could give you a little bit about it.
Yes, please.
Where we have, so this morning we went to work with asylum seekers and refugees.
Okay.
And we had 2 hours where we were teaching them how to create TVs. Today, some of them learn how to create CVs because they need to have job. So we created a template where they could put in their details required, and they did all the CV. Part of them also did how to assess and create and apply for e-visas. That is not just the thing we're doing. Everything we do is based on the needs of the people. So for those who are doing the tailored training,
Yeah.
we create the lessons
Yeah.
so that we can empower them, because it's not about just coming in and going home not being able to do it.
Yeah.
It's about once you leave, you go home, you'll be able to do it so that you can navigate this digital world.
Yeah, that's something that I've noticed that they did say that, you know, I'm able to do this, I'm able to text my neighbour, so I think that was really, really great. So like, how did all of this start? When did it start? Why did it start?
Well, I like empowering people, and with the digital skills in the UK, I'm actually not a digital person, but before COVID even happened, I could see that technology is the future. And I kept thinking, how do I get this to work?
Yeah.
So I started with children, because my passion, first and foremost, is women and children.
Right.
So children, started with digital skills, teaching them just in one location, and then it expanded, it grew. And then COVID hit, and then the parents of the kids started saying, we need help, sometimes calling us at different times. Can you help with this? I realized there was a need, not just for the kids, but for the adults as well. And then we did a survey, but what came out of the survey was quite informative. We realized a lot of over 50s didn't know how to use technology.
Right.
They have not been exposed to it. Some don't even know, and there is a need because we live in a digital world.
Right.
So we did a pilot program where we had over 50s coming in, and we found out what their needs were. And it was as basic as, how do I turn a computer on?
Wow.
To even sending emails,
Yeah.
attaching photos, being able to speak to my family in a
Yeah.
different country, FaceTiming, banking, so many things. How do I know when the bus is coming? One of the participants we had, her problem was she just wants to be able to track the bus. During winter, she lives close to the bus stop. She doesn't walk very well, mobility challenges. She goes to the bus stop, the bus doesn't turn up. As soon as she turns, she sees the bus coming. She can't run, and the bus passes. So for her, all she wanted to know is, can I track the bus?
Oh.
And once she was able to master that,
Yes.
that was enough for her.
Oh, wow.
It was empowering. It
Yes.
gave her the independence. She just knows the bus is coming, gets out. This is what we're doing. And we realized that there is a need, so we started going out into the community.
Right.
So we have a hub here, but we realize it's more important to reach more people when we go into the community. So this is where together we took it to different funders, and we got a few funding. We're still working with other funders to bring in, but this is what you're saying. We have the tailored classes
Yes.
for different times, and then
Yes.
we also have the drop-in sessions where people can come in and we help them, as you saw,
Yes.
with their needs.
So you're saying that you're going out into the community. What are the different locations where you work?
Well, at the moment we are in Berry, and we already, today being Friday, we've
Yes.
seen 2 sessions going
Yeah.
on. We work in Salford as well, so we work between Salford and Berry,
Yes.
but we also work in Ghana.
Okay.
as well.
Wow.
Yeah, in Ghana at the moment it's just children.
Yeah.
So with the computer class, before I go to Ghana, we work with children,
Yes.
we work with the older adults, and we tailor it according to their needs.
So in Ghana, what exactly is happening there?
Well, in Ghana, that's where it all started, because
Yeah.
I was born from Ghana.
Yeah.
It's helping disadvantaged children,
Right.
and we built a children's home.
Oh.
I don't like to call it an orphanage. It's not. It's a children's home because
Yeah.
it's the children's home.
Yeah.
But then from September last year, we realized the cost of getting sponsorship to send these children to various schools is becoming challenging because we are not getting educational sponsors. So the best thing is we have a lot of children, primary school,
Yeah.
start a school. So we decided to run it as an SOS,
Okay.
where at the moment we don't have much fee paying children, but the children are there and it's cheaper to employ teachers to come in and teach them.
Right.
And not just that, we are now running it as an international school
Right.
where the children would have all the education and also exposure to international curriculum, but then we'll bring other children in who would be able, can afford to pay, which would help to take care of these children
Wow.
so that they maintain the standard, because it's their home.
Yeah.
The standard of treating them, not treating them as disadvantaged, but treating them as your child, as in a home, family home.
Yeah.
How you deal with your children, sitting at dinner, eating the same food the staff is eating, the same the children. It's all about the children.
Wow, that's very like entrepreneurial, and you know, how did you even think about this idea? And even all the stuff that you're delivering, all these skills, where's it all come from? Like to learn all these digital skills, to have this sort of entrepreneurial insight to set up a school. Where have all these skills come from?
Well, I would say I'm more of a visionary,
Yeah.
but Sovereign House, as it started, is for me is a commission. A commission by Father God. Go out into the world, build me a sovereign house where my children will grow in the knowledge of me. That's how it all started.
Right.
And I started with the children. Well, I thought it was just a few children I'm done with and say, take, done.
Yeah.
But no, there are other ideas, and the important thing is obedience. So once you obey, it just expands. So this is where it all comes from. So Sovereign House, working with the children, and then eventually when we moved from London to Greater Manchester area, it's digital skills. I'm not a digital person, but I had to obey, follow, and this is where we are today.
Wow. So you're talking about expansion. So give me some numbers. How many children are you supporting in Ghana? How many people are you supporting in Berry, in Salford?
Oh, at the moment in Ghana, we're supporting about 49 children.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And that does not include the children who are kind of having sponsorship, but these are children we are taking care of.
Oh.
Yes. Those who have sponsors, the sponsors take care of them.
Okay.
Yeah, they contribute towards their
Yeah.
educational. Yeah, so that's it. But we are looking at, once the school comes in, expanding, because the home can take about 200 at a time,
Okay.
the children's home. So
So
we
there's
can
room for
cater.
expansion.
Yes, and there is also land where we can build up to expand it. So we are looking at expanding to whatever level we can in the near future. Yes, we're working on that. In Berry, how many people are we supporting now? I think about 80.
Wow.
And then we have in Salford as well, where we are working, and it's also about 48.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
That is
brilliant.
the children. The adults in Salford at the moment is about 81. So when you put the figures, it's a huge number.
That's great. So that's at the moment. So how long has this been all going for? How many years have you been running?
Sovereign House is registered for just over 10 years.
Oh, okay.
But I've been doing this when we hadn't registered as a charity for years before. But some of the kids we had got ill, and there was a need to now raise funding as a registered charity. That's probably what pushed me to register it. Yes, but I've been doing this over 20 years. But we are a registered charity in the UK for over 10, just a little over 10 years.
And what is the future for Sovereign House GH?
Oh, the future is huge. I have so many ideas, but I'm just hoping that we'll get everything in.
Yes.
When it comes to UK, I'll separate because it's different countries.
Yes.
What we are doing, we are already we are already in conversation with some other organizations, and we are partnering with them. So this community outreach will be opening at so many different locations. At the moment, there is potential 5 opening between now and September. Oh wow. Yeah, we are working on that, putting it together. That's for the community within Berry area. Yeah. Salford, also there is potential 3 more. And then also discussing with the authorities about going into schools to do what we are doing, because they've realized that the children who come to a computer are doing better in school than their peers. So it's something we are discussing with the council in going into the schools as well.
That's amazing.
Berry as well, the council has partnered with us so that we can go into the community more. So this other expansion is based on that for a few weeks, but then we're looking at we would continue because there is a need, as long as there is a need. So that's what we're doing. We're also looking at professionals because we need to be able to be sustainable. So as I was showing you with the videos that we are developing, those technologies so that we can have more online. Oh, we also do online classes for the kids, the older kids. We run that as well. I didn't include that in the numbers.
So that's like secondary school students?
Yes. Okay. Yes, we do online and training with them, but we are looking at expanding it and opening it. So as we develop it, the training, they did a step-by-step training so that there's no need to be in person. But then even after the teacher, or the online training, they have a teacher come on at a specific time, 2 hours, that's a training with them. But after that, they can go back and learn and continue. Not just that, we're also looking at bringing on professionals. So people in the office who needs help will go in and train, but also we are working at getting some of the resources from Microsoft, Google, and then also using it to train people. They are looking at something like that for Africa as well. So whatever we are doing here is something that I'm looking at also doing in Africa because there is a need. Yes. The kids in Ghana, for instance, from September, they will all be doing the computer learning as a curriculum, even right from the little ones. At the moment, it's just the ones in class 2, 3 who did a bit of computer learning, but we are developing for even from the nursery because they are the people who need technology in their life. Yeah. And then we are looking at how we can also do that professionally in Ghana as well. So there is scope. Yes. It takes time, but we would get there. Yes.
And do you feel like you have a lot of support to be able to meet this ambition? Do you feel like you have the network? Do you feel like you have people, resources?
We're still working on it. It has been challenging because getting the staff to pay for the staff to do the work has been quite challenging. But because of some of the work we have done, we took it to some funders. Yeah. So for instance, you met our digital inclusion officer. Yeah. That we got the funding for 3 years from Reaching Community because of what we did with the over 50s, where we were able to show their empowerment and how their life has been enhanced. We took it to Reaching Communities and they were happy to fund us to get the digital inclusion officer. So we are able to expand. So hopefully with what we have in mind, eventually we will become self-sustainable and probably wouldn't need to rely on funding.
Wow. And I think if Microsoft and Google are interested in what you're doing, then you must be doing something amazing.
Yes,
so well done.
They are giving us a few resources already. Thank you
so
very much.
So if there's anyone out there who wants to help you, wants to donate or volunteer, if there's anyone who's interested in what you do, how can they contact you? What's the best way?
Website, sovereignhousega.com. Go there and we have so many you can fill to either donate or fill the form to volunteer with us. If you're a volunteer, you want to volunteer, we'll go through the paces, make sure we give you the training, and then you can. And you see, for a lot of the volunteers they have been empowered. I'll just share one case of Ricky. He's a retired military man. He came to volunteer with the children at the children's program in Salford. he had no knowledge about computers. But then he just sat in there with the kids and then helping them, because some of the kids didn't know what to use. This is pre-COVID.
Yeah.
He learned because he was there at the classes. He applied for a job. He got a job because of that. We've got volunteers who have come in because they have no idea. Some of them teachers, they've never taught before. Because they came in, we had a training, they've gone on to be teachers in different schools. Some of these stories are on the website or through our social media. So volunteering would also empower you.
Yes.
And sometimes you discover your passion.
Yes.
Because some of the volunteers have discovered passion and dreams, and some have gone on to gain employment because of working volunteering with us. Some have turned into internship where they've come in to do more, and then they've gone on to get a job.
That's great. And even today I was really impressed to see someone who came just observing to see whether he would like to volunteer. So it shows that, you know, this is really working, and you have something really great here. You're helping children, young people, parents, adults, elderly people. You're reaching everyone, and I think that's amazing. So well done to you. I'm so impressed, and I really do hope that, you know, your experience can empower other people who want to set up charities or improve their charities, become more effective. I really hope that your story will help them.
Yeah.
So thank you for having me today.
Thank you. You're welcome. I'll say to anyone who has an idea,
Yes.
go ahead,
Yeah.
go for it. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Just take the risk, go on, do it.
Yes.
You'll see the fruits.
I think those are some great words to end on.
Thank
They'll
you.
see the fruits. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.